Hi Sagittarius, this is your May 2019 angel card reading. I am and have been shuffling, and I'll be pulling cards. I am using the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and also pulling an Archangel Oracle card, also by Doreen Virtue. As a reminder, these are general readings, so if something resonates with you, great, but just take what does and discard the rest. However, if you would like something more personalized, you can go to my website, angelawakening.net, and we can work on getting you something more specific for your individual needs. And you can also follow the links in the description box below. So I have been telling all the signs that I really believe May is going to be, and maybe you have already started to feel it coming into May. I really feel like this is going to be a big month in terms of not necessarily what happens, but potentially what gets thrown at us and how we recover, how we respond, and the ways in which we kind of choose to absorb some of the things that are potentially coming our way, and then how we move forward from there. For some reason with you, I got the theme of control. And that could mean control that you want to be in, that you think you're in, and then find out you're not, or control that you wish you had, but you don't. It's just all around kind of these, this feeling of either not being in control, wishing you had control, or maybe, believing it in April to a certain degree, and then kind of coming into May and realizing at certain points that that it's not, things are not the way that you thought they were. I think that's going to happen for all of us to a degree, and obviously on an individual level, you're going to have certain points where, regardless of our sign, of our astrological sign, we're going to have times where, we wonder what exactly it is that that's happening that we have control over. And just there's a lot going on in the world right now that is out of our control. And yet we've got these systems and procedures and governments and, people in power that either make us feel like we have very little control, or, in some cases, people have put their trust in people in power that are in control, and then, realize as a group or a society or as countries that, well, maybe that's not the right person to be in control or group or whatever. So just have that as a theme. Let's just see what the cards say, though. But again, as you go through May, just remembering that it is potentially, this is the sense I'm getting, that it's a real launching pad for how we appreciate the things in our life as we move through 2019, how we can let some things just roll off our backs, or we take them in and internalize them, and they can affect our health and our well-being and our relationships, etc. So I'm sensing that heading into May, many of us have already been feeling that. But let's see what the cards say and whether or not we get more clarification. So the first card is Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So I think this plays in to how it's possible that you can come up against some challenges and really start to internalize them and really, potentially to believe that they're more important than they really are, or more dire than they really are. And it can kind of be just a notification of extremes. And you can be hypersensitive to your finances and your resources and really get a sense that, you need to hoard your money, or something's going to be super expensive, and really it's just kind of some fundamental, potentially basic challenges. 4 is also the number of the home, so potentially something coming in that is home related, either repair or renovation, or something that you have decided to invest in and now you're maybe questioning it. But I think this also gives you an opportunity to do something that you either need to do or want to do in the home, or want to do even with business. And I think it's just important not to second guess yourself and not to go to extremes with it. Remembering that you are abundant, that you do have resources at your disposal, you do have options and choices, and not feeling like you are in a situation that is going to require you to go to extremes on either end. Either saving to the degree that you don't make necessary repairs, or do something for a family member. Just taking, appropriate care of your resources and not getting too high or too low. You also have the King of Water. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. So this is the second card in a row that you've gotten that mentions charity or giving to those less fortunate, or, where the message is reaching out to those that might need what you can offer. And that can be in forms, other than finances. That can be in advice and mentorship, and having a sense of compassion for people that are in a different situation than what you're in, because you do have this level of respect and trust from people, and it's quite possible that they may need you at this time to help them go to the next step, and to kind of be that voice of reason, and be somebody that they can rely on, that shows them that you care. So if volunteering has come up for you at all in the recent past, this can be a really good time to step into something. And again, it doesn't have to be, something that you spend all day and all night at, but you're a member of the community that that people could really use some positive insight, some guidance of some kind, and, you know, with some measure of authority that I think could benefit people in different situations. And as the King of Water is more of an emotional and sensitive card, you know, bringing some of that sense of compassion, as I say, that you have probably had all along and just maybe haven't had an outlet. So there may be something that you're considering or that has kind of been top of mind to contribute to, and this would be a good time to do that. And you also get an Archangel card, Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So as Gabriel is the messenger archangel, I think this is another good reminder of what we were just talking about, that being able to have something to say and not having an outlet is, you know, can be really frustrating. And I think in this case, the cards are telling you there are outlets and there are opportunities to support other people with your abilities and with your message. And 3 is also the number of creativity and joy and, you know, bringing some childlike qualities to a project or a mission of some kind. So really choosing something that, and the card even says, nurture yourself and others. Bring something into your life that allows you to have some fun, that allows you to bring joy and fun to other people. You know, not something that you're contributing to where you're thinking, oh gosh, you know, this is something I have to do today. You know, finding that opportunity or that creative outlet where you get to contribute in a way that brings joy to you as well. And when you do that, you're going to find that other people, I think, respond very positively to it. And lastly, we have Ace of Water, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So we get 2 water cards. Yeah, I think in May it's going to be the start of you continuing, and I would say maybe you haven't started this yet, but working through your attachment to your feelings and how your emotions are playing a part in your expression, and whether or not you feel like you are fully engaged in, you know, having your feelings heard and understood, and where there's maybe an opportunity to work through some of that. But your intuition is really high right now, and I think in May you're going to start to see a lot of opportunity to continue to expand on that. And, you know, along with that comes the potential for spiritual growth, and that growth can propel you into new outlets, new opportunities, new ways to you know, find hobbies that you enjoy, find experiences that, again, allow you to have a certain amount of expression that you haven't necessarily been able to be a part of or contribute to before. So let's see what your Archangel card is. Spiritual understanding, Raziel. I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So, yeah, the opportunity for you to get into other work that does not necessarily have to do with your um, how you pay your bills or how you handle your finances on a practical level. This is more of how you um, express yourself through a charity event, a hobby, an organization, maybe a department at your office, something that gives you an outlet. And through that outlet, using your the joy that you have that you're getting out of this expression and contribution will ultimately lead to a higher level of spiritual growth, expansion, and understanding. And so be on the lookout for numbers, number sequences that come to mind, where if you keep seeing numbers, or your dreams, what kind of images come through in your dreams, what kind of maybe, animals that cross your path, or, um, what you see in your backyard, or what you see on TV or in a hike or something that starts to resonate with you. Because those are going to be messages, and they're going to help you expand on giving more and being more of service than I think you've had the opportunity to really be and do before. So I think that's very exciting. So Sagittarius, that's your May 2019 reading. I hope that was helpful. If you would like a personal reading from me, again, you can go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.